here at Ocean Minded. And we're actually here celebrating with quite a few of our local friends and family from the San Clemente, Dana Point, San Diego area. Yes, it's definitely a good time. We're happy to see everybody here. We want to thank you all for coming.
Yeah, I just want to give you guys a little background on the Holiday Board Bash. We are giving away over $5,000 in prizes from brands such as Ocean Minded, Spy, Shark Brand, West Surfing, T. Patterson Surfboards, Infinity, Rogue, Riviera, Coastal Skateboards. Did I miss anybody? That's it.
I think we got them all.
I think that's it.
That's a long list.
Yeah. But so basically, we launched the sweepstakes on Black Friday, starting the holiday season. It's a little early for some, but we started it. And today we are announcing all of the winners. I selected all the winners earlier through a random drawing. So we will be announcing those winners for each prize. Absolutely. And we'll additionally email you so you can get in contact us and claim your prizes. But thanks for tuning in, and here we go.
Before we get started, I do want to give one big shout out to our man Derek from Coastal Skateboards. He's the man behind the camera. He's the man behind the microphone. We absolutely would not be doing what we are doing now without him. So again, Derek, thank you very much.
Thank you, Derek, and Coastal.
All right, so let's go ahead and get started. The first two prize packages that we're going to be giving away are from yours truly, Ocean Minded. We're going to be giving away two $300 prize packages, and the winners are going to be able to select from anything available on the Ocean Minded website up to that $300 value. So it's a pretty good looking little prize package. We hope you're stoked. So the first winner, here we go.
Drum roll.
And going out to Miss Natalie Rose in New York. Congratulations. New York City. Actually, we don't know if it's New York City. It's the great state of New York. Again, congratulations, Natalie. And we'll be in contact with you to let you know that you've won.
We have a second $300 prize pack from Ocean Minded. I don't know if you guys can see all these sweet sandals here and shoes on the wall, but those are a little sneak preview to our Spring 13 line. So, winner, please. We have Adrian Lamont from California.
Congratulations. Way to go, Adrian.
All right, so the third prize pack we have is from Spy Optics and the Shark Brand. They were gracious enough to donate a 300 plus value Killer Shark automatic watch. If you check that thing out, it's got some very technical features and these beautiful glasses from Spy, the honey style. So we're gonna.
Let's get Lulu up here real quick. We've got one of our ambassadors, Lulu Urkanev, who actually also rides for Spy, so she can model them for us.
Lucky winner.
Let's have Lulu open the prize box. You got to rip into that thing, girl. I'll take those sunglasses for you. Tear on into it.
Get it. Don't be shy.
Save the wrapping.
We're recycling all of the wrapping.
The Killer Automatic Watch for the Shark Brand and Spy Honey Shades go to Gloria Best from Minnesota.
Yeah.
Sweet prize.
Congratulations, Gloria.
Glorious.
All right, moving on. We've already gone through 3 prizes. Time to go through one more, and we've got a doozy here. It's a West wetsuit from our friends down in Oceanside. West's latest range of wetsuits features state-of-the-art materials that actually incorporate some repurposed and recycled goods. Take a look at this little sample suit we got right here.
Look at that.
This is actually the Edge X wetsuit. It'll come with your cross zip. There's plenty of extra stretch. keep you nice and toasty on those cooler morning dawn patrol sessions.
Yeah, and that cobalt blue is very in right now.
Oh, I did not know that.
Very in.
I did not know that cobalt blue was
I'm
in.
getting too excited.
All right. You're moving way faster than I. All right, so let's go ahead and rip that box open, Lynette.
You did a really good job wrapping.
I do consider myself a professional rapper.
Wow.
Word. That's about as good as I get. All right, and the winner of the West wetsuit, valued at $330, is Casey Casper from Indiana. You'll probably just want to go ahead and put that on when you head out of the house on any regular winter morning.
Congratulations, Casey.
Congratulations. West makes some amazing suits. I use them myself. Thank you. All right, what we'd like to actually do now is we'd like to talk a little bit about our brand. We thank you obviously very much for tuning in, and I'm sure you're interested to win yourself some sweet prizes, but this is a good opportunity to let you know what we're all about. Since we were founded in '96, our efforts to bring awareness about environmental stewardship have been ongoing. And one of the ways that we do this is to actually partner up with nonprofit organizations. And what we'd like to do is actually introduce a couple representatives from one of those partners, Wild Coast. Wild Coast / Costa Salvaje are actually located like that little, yeah, thanks. They're actually located right down in Imperial Beach, California, and they do some amazing work. So if I could get Ben and Zach to come on up.
Oh, look, they're right over here.
Oh, that was magic.
Magical.
Gentlemen, come right on up.
Yeah, happily.
I'm going to ask you guys to tell us a little bit about Wild Coast and how it's unique.
Well, so Wild Coast is an international conservation team. Our mission's to conserve coastal and marine ecosystems and wildlife. And we're based in Imperial Beach, and we have offices in the U.S. and in Mexico as well. And that's one of the things that makes us unique is we're really a binational nonprofit organization. And we use a multitude of strategies, from volunteer cleanups to environmental policy to land purchases to conservation easements and a number of other things that set us aside, I think, from other groups.
Hey, Zach, if I could ask you, you guys do a ton every year throughout the entire year from January to December, but what are some of the greatest milestones that you've hit, say, just this past year, 2012?
Well, down in Imperial Beach, Ocean Minded played a big role in this year. We had our 9th annual Dempsey Holder Memorial Ocean Festival and Surf Contest. It's a really cool event. It's a very community-based. We get a number of surfers up from Baja California, surfers all the way up to San Clemente that come down and do it. We protected 9 miles of coastline in central Baja California through direct land purchases.
And in addition to that, we work a lot with in between Tijuana and San Diego on a lot of the water quality issues down there with the Tijuana River. And every fall we mobilize as many volunteers as we can get to remove as much ocean-bound trash, plastics and tires out of that river valley as we can. And this past year we mobilized over 1,000 volunteers to remove over 50 tons. So thank you, volunteers. We need you.
Nice job.
Absolutely. Well, with that said, is there one thing that you're targeting for 2013 that you could tell us about?
I think Ben could speak to that on a project that he's working on next year.
Sure. So one really exciting thing for 2013 is just this year, actually, the state of California, we have some new marine protected areas in place, and it's really a way to recover and restore a lot of our lost biodiversity here in the coast of California. When my grandma was growing up, you know, at Windansea, her neighbors would give her abalone and lobster right out of the tide pools. You don't see that anymore, and so the marine protected areas are kind of these underwater parks that are being implemented to recover a lot of that lost marine resources we used to have that kids growing up there don't know anymore. And so we're working really closely with people throughout the state to implement those, and also with a lot of local surfers and local people to make sure that they're successful.
That's awesome. Well, we really do appreciate you guys coming up and being a part of this. It's really important that we have this strong bond with organizations like Wild Coast, because we truly do believe that with not only this partnership but what this brand stands for, that we can help with that mobilization. We can help bring awareness, and that's part of our brand DNA. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Away some more prizes. Up next, we are going to be giving away the Coastal skateboards. Is that right?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
We've taken the next step up. We're moving on to the boards. These are the big boys. So we hope you're as excited as we are.
Yeah. All right. So Coastal, as you know, Derek and team has been a huge help in letting this all happen, and we want to bring Mark up to represent Coastal and kind of tell us a little bit about the brand and help us give away these awesome boards. Hi, Mark.
Hey.
You want to tell us a little bit about what we got here?
Well, we got two boards we're giving away tonight. The first one here is the Gun. This board is 47 inches, made out of mahogany, aspen, green and yellow maple stringers.
It's very festive with the green and the red bow.
The red bow, you get the red bow if you win. Promise that. Alright? So this is the first board we're giving away. Comes complete with Revenge Alpha 1 trucks, which is our truck system. Best truck system for carving and cruising.
Nice. Alright. Trevor,
Awesome.
I'm gonna open up
I've got to grab this box over here.
package.
This package for winner number 5. I'm going to go ahead and open this up for you while you got a hold of the board there.
Oh, he's got a strategy to this. All right, and the winner of the Coastal Gun is Angelina Amenta from Hawaii. Congratulations, Angelina.
Some super aloha on this new Coastal for sure. These are great boards.
The next
Gonna
board,
give away the next one.
back to back.
I'm sorry you don't get a bow with this one.
Oh,
it fell
no.
off. Alright. Just a little more about Coastal. We do hand make all these boards down here in Southern California. Handmade start to finish. All the grip we do in-house. It's called Lucid Grip. I mean, it's clear grip for your shred stick, so check this out.
Yeah, Derek actually sent over a pretty sick little video not too long ago, shot on one of the brand new HD3 GoPro cameras, and it was pretty amazing to see these guys holding these boards from start to finish, putting their hands on it, and shipping off an amazing ride. So, moving on, announcing the winner of this second Coastal skateboard, valued at $220. We've got, from California, Mr. Frank Bernhardt.
All right, you guys are stoked. Congratulations.
Congratulations to Frank.
Woo!
Thanks, guys, from Coastal for stepping up and donating
All right,
2
thank
boards
you.
to this. I'm sure you got 2 stoked people in Hawaii and California.
Yeah.
Moving on, getting in a little bit more about the brand. We've been around for quite some time, playing in the surf industry, and having brand ambassadors is an important part of the marketing program here at Ocean Minded. And you might actually wonder why we call our ambassadors that rather than team riders or sponsored athletes. As amazing as what these guys do on the waves, it's what these guys do off the waves in their everyday lives that we value just as much. And what I'd like to actually do is invite a couple of these ambassadors up right now, Mr. Rusty Long and Ms. Lulu Urquidez.
Thanks for coming out, you guys.
Come on in. We got a tight little frame here. Step on in.
Yeah, Rusty.
Yes. So what we'd like to ask each of you is what being an Ocean Minded ambassador means to you personally. Why you selected to essentially represent this brand over, the hundreds of other brands that are out there.
Well, I've been with Ocean Minded for a long time, really since the company began, and just the morals and ethics of being responsible for your actions and taking care of the earth is something that I really believe in. So it ties in hand in hand.
A equals B. What about you, Lulu?
For me, I've always cared about protecting the environment, and I've always wanted to be an ambassador environmentally, so it means a lot to be able to represent a company that believes the same things that I do about protecting the environment and spreading awareness.
That's awesome. Thanks.
Good answers, you guys. Well, we're very lucky to have you both on our ambassador program. Rusty, we know that you've traveled the world in search for the best waves, biggest waves. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your favorite, craziest, whatever moment or memory that you have in your surfing career?
Oh gosh, well there's a lot that span from the water to the land. I've been really fortunate to do a lot of amazing travels. Craziest memory? I know you mentioned earlier a funny one, so I kind of thought of a funny memory.
Nice.
Perfect.
Yes.
It happened in South Africa in the Cape Point Nature Reserve, and there was a group of us there after sitting on the cliff having a beer after a really nice day, and a baboon came and joined our group of about 10 people.
Ooh, that's always fun.
And yeah, sometimes they're pretty ferocious, so you need to be careful with them. But it was a really friendly one. And it started grabbing for the beers. We're like, whoa,
Eye on the prize.
this baboon wants a beer. So we poured it a glass of beer, and it sat there and just shared a beer with us.
I think you got to hang with a true local. Not bad, not bad.
That's awesome.
Now, if I can switch over to Lulu really quick. Lulu, you're at a turning point in your life right now. You are wrapping up your high school career. You're applying for colleges right now. You're not only are you advancing yourself academically with some pretty amazing feats, but you're also doing so in the water. How do you balance both?
Well, it's been really hard for me to balance surfing and school for a long time, but school has always been really important to me. I've always wanted to keep good grades and take advanced classes, so applying to school has always been the end goal for me with school-wise, going to grad school possibly in the future. I definitely want to keep competing. Competition has always been really important to me. Recently, I won the ISA North American Scholarship, so...
Yeah! And just so you know, there's only one that is awarded, I believe, nationally, maybe in the world?
Yeah.
Nationally. There's only one awarded nationally, and Lulu here got it.
So it means a lot that I can be recognized for participating both in school and in surfing. I've always wanted to keep good grades, and it means a lot that Ocean Minded also supports staying in school and competing as well.
Yeah. That's amazing. And part of the reason that you won that award, at least as I read it, is because of all of the volunteering and work that you do, not only through the Surfrider Club at Dana Hills High School, but also with your parents and the rest of the South Orange County chapter of Surfrider. Actually, Rick Erkeneff is here. Why don't you come on up and you can tell us how proud you are of your little girl here. Well, and also maybe you can talk to us a bit about not only Lou's work, but your work and your relationship with Ocean Minded and how that's...
Sure. Well, for those of the people out there that don't know about Surfrider Foundation, it's a nonprofit organization. It's run by volunteers. So I'm a volunteer. I'm actually the chairman for South Orange County chapter, and it's just a chapter network of people that care, much like all the Wild Coast people and everybody else. I plugged into Surfrider years ago and ended up becoming a leader and hope to inspire other surfers and non-surfers, out there that truly care about the ocean. So Surfrider protects ocean waves and beaches through just a powerful activist network, and activists can be high school kids. So Lulu took on high school clubs. We actually have 10 high school clubs within South Orange County's footprint, which is a really powerful group of kids. So we march them in front of city council. She's gone up to Sacramento and lobbied politicians about policy with the ocean, and she'll be at city council meetings and of course picking up trash on the beach. So it really kind of enriches a person once they get involved. So I'm really proud of her, obviously, and you know, for me it's something that I do every day. So it's a good extension for somebody like her to plug into Ocean Minded, which, you know, we've been doing beach cleanups in conjunction, Surfrider and Ocean Minded, for years. You guys have supported our local chapter, which we really value, and we're super stoked to be a part of this. And everybody out there, if it's not Surfrider, plug in somewhere, become a member, you know,
Awesome.
and try to help out the environment, and that's what we're doing.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. Thank you guys so much. Well, if I could, Lulu, why don't you stick around real quick, because what we want to do next is we want to invite our friends up from Infinity, because it's time to give away another prize. Lynette, tell us about what we've got coming up next.
We have some boards from Infinity and Team Patterson right now. The guys from Infinity.
Yeah, so we've got Brent and Nick from Infinity Surfboards. They're right up the street in Dana Point.
Yeah, Nick.
These guys, here guys, cruise on in. Why don't you guys go hook up on Lulu. Lulu is actually riding Infinity Surfboards now.
Oh, I'm going to look.
We've seen some pretty incredible pictures riding on some of their new boards. And so, now correct me if I'm wrong, but Infinity's been around since
1970.
1970.
Yeah, we've been around since 1970. Steve, our owner and head shaper, shaped his first board in 1960. 10 years later, made it a business in 1970. Our current location, Dana Point, been there since 1986. It was one of the random vacant lots there on PCH, or Del Prado. Steve and his wife Barry bought it and built the building that we see today, and we're pretty stoked to be a part of it.
That's awesome. Thank you guys so much for coming on down and for donating this prize. Tell us, if you can, really quick, what's going on with this board right here? Just really quick.
This is a Narwhal. It's one of our newest performance thruster models. It's got a new rocker in it, and it's just kind of one of our best-selling boards right now. Got a lot of team riders, and everyone's pretty psyched on it. So.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, let's find out who's going to win it. Lulu, if you would please do the honors. Break that thing on open.
Read it.
Yep.
What's that? Oh, sorry. Sorry. Here we go. I put the wrong lid on.
This narwhal is going to Lucky Megan Maragakes from Pennsylvania.
Wow. All right. Congratulations to Megan.
Short ride to New Jersey. It's all good. It's all good.
Congratulations to Megan from Pennsylvania. You just won yourself an Infinity surfboard. That thing's got a ticket on it of $650. Yeah. That's a sweet prize. Guys, thank you very much for coming. Thanks very much for the board. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
I almost dropped that board.
Oh, that would have been devastating. Yeah, you don't drop surfboards. All right, moving on. We got one more board. This is coming from our friends, actually right down the street in San Clemente. We've got a board from the T. Patterson family. So if I could invite Timmy on up. Tim and Scott.
Yeah.
No, that's good. Yeah, Timmy. Yeah, Scotty.
Now, there's no question that you feel when you walk into the door of the shop or into the factory down at T. Patterson that you feel like you're a sense of the family. I've gotten a couple of boards from Timmy here, and working with Scott, working with Tim has always been a pleasure, and always enjoy a good conversation with Vicky Patterson as well up at the shop. So, Timmy, if you could, tell us a little bit about this board. Give us, actually, real quickly, give us a little history about T. Patterson.
Well, I've been in the surf industry for the last 35 years, solid. My dad started at Hobie, so it was a natural thing that I do it. But growing up in Dana Point, of course, we surf always around the ocean, so we always wanted boards. And this is like one of our models, our Rising Sun. It's been a favorite for this area, kind of a board for just everybody to be able to ride on. You know, real easy, simple board, easy to paddle. Just a great all-around board.
Yeah, I would have to agree. I've had one of these myself. All right, let's go ahead and announce the winner of this board. Why don't I ask Scotty here? Scotty, step on over. Why don't you go ahead and tell us who's going to win this sweet shred sled?
All right. Looks like we got Ronald Strauss from Iowa.
Iowa!
Better ways.
We're going inland. Hey, but I have heard as recently as the past couple of months, I don't know how far away the Great Lakes are, but they have been getting some pretty amazing waves up there.
Yep.
It's a possibility. I'm just saying.
Or you're gonna have
Take
to
a little
come
bit
to
of
California and visit us here in St. Many.
Yeah, just be careful. If you do decide to make a trip out to California, you might end up staying. Just saying. All right. Hey guys, thank you very much.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. We're moving into some more of our ambassadors, and our ambassadors that we're going to be talking with are actually coming from the world of stand-up paddling. Stand-up is a natural fit for Ocean Minded. It introduces a whole new perspective being on the water, and it introduces that same perspective to a whole new audience. So here to tell us a little bit about stand-up are two of the premier ladies from the world of stand-up, and those ladies are Candace Appleby and Jillian Gibbrey.
Come on. Thanks for coming. You guys look beautiful. Ladies look beautiful.
Thanks for dressing so festive.
Yes.
Sorry, I may have outdone
I think your sweater up to mine. So we're gonna just kind of start with a few questions for you guys. Candace, as one of our oldest team ambassadors, what got you started with Ocean Minded and your whole career, basically?
Well, I've been with Ocean Minded since, I believe I was in junior high. I was maybe 13 or 14. It was my first sponsor I ever had, and now I'm 27, so it's been exciting. It's been fun to watch the brand change, but always keep its principles and stay true to its roots, which I love, you know, respecting the ocean and protecting the ocean and what we have. And the ocean is my life. I love everything about it. I try to enjoy it in as many ways as possible, so Ocean Minded fits my lifestyle. And my lifestyle is Ocean Minded, so nice.
That's awesome. One of the things that's very noticeable about the world of stand-up is that there is an obvious connection to healthy living. If the people that are doing stand-up aren't already leading a healthy lifestyle, they're getting into one. And there's this bond that's been created with yoga. So Jillian, if you could tell us about that bond and why it seems to just be exploding right now.
Well, there's a natural bond with yoga, paddleboarding, the ocean. It just brings you into that complete state of tranquility, and that's what we try and share with Paddle into Fitness and all our. Now we have Paddle into Fitness ambassadors and share the same values that you know, protecting the environment and the ocean. So having them go out and when they're teaching, share that with everyone else as well.
That's great. That's great. We've actually got a couple of surprise guests tonight.
Yeah.
Some additions that we'd like to bring up. If I could invite Anthony Vela and Mr. Chuck Patterson. Join our two lovely ladies, Lynette and myself, up here. Anthony's fresh off the course of the Paddle Royale. Yeah, you see the marks on the floor. You gotta step in. We gotta squeeze. We gotta get tight. Gotta get tight.
Squeeze tight.
Like I say, Anthony's fresh off the course of the Paddle Royale in Puerto Rico, and it looks like you guys had an amazing time down there. Chuck, I think you flew in, yesterday from almost global tour, Brazil and British Virgin Islands, and some adventures on the way back too?
Around the world and back.
So I got a quick question for Anthony. Anthony, tell the audience here, what's your favorite part about being an Ocean Minded ambassador?
Besides the fact that they're great shoes and sandals.
Well, that's wow. There's no incentive tied to that statement.
Do I need to expand on that? No, it's just not only are they great shoes and sandals, but to be associated with all the ambassadors that Ocean Minded has, for me, I'm relatively new to the brand compared to some of the other ambassadors, and it's really an honor to be a part of everyone else that's a part of this brand. And I mean, I love the ocean and everything that about it, and so to be a part of such a brand that, you know, loves the ocean like I do, it's pretty cool. So stoked.
Love that. Love that.
Nice. We love your shirt too. It's very festive.
Thank you. Thank you.
He made it himself.
What was that?
He made it himself.
Oh my goodness. Andy says, look at that. Ladies, watch out.
Now I'm impressed.
And the pocket matches. It lines up. That's
She's
why he
making
makes
this
it
all up.
himself.
I don't know.
All right. Well, Chuck, it's good to have you here.
Yeah, squeeze on in, buddy.
Little
Squeeze on in.
surprise.
Yeah, Chuck!
So you're considered what, a professional skier, surfer, dancer? Yeah, definitely.
Maybe a little bit.
Professional.
We know you're trying to get back to your roots. You're known really in the SUP world, but you're getting back into the big wave surfing. And recently you came into the office and were telling us a pretty intense story about your paddle out at Jaws. And I just wanted to ask you to reiterate that for us.
Yeah,
there.
well, I mean, to start out with, I've been super fortunate, I mean, with all my sports and stuff, you know, it's come full circle. Started, you know, skiing when I was 2, and it just went there from windsurfing to kiting to surf and everything. And then obviously being a part of, you know, Ocean Minded family has kind of kept me full circle in all those different sports. So, you know, looking at like Rusty Long and Greg and those guys and what they've been doing, and I've been doing a lot of the tow surfing stuff and everything, but to go back into paddling was, you know, kind of, I mean, especially for the big waves, was kind of a dream to get back into it, and these guys have made it so exciting and awesome to be a part of that. And we've already been towing the big waves and stand-up paddling into it, but to be able to get back and grab a 10-0 and hammer it.
Yeah.
And we were so lucky to have that swell that hit in October, and it was so pristine and perfect. And so I went out for it and decided, okay, you know what, let's just get right into it. And sure enough, all the boys were there, and it was as best as it could be. And a little nerve-wracking, you know, going back out there without a ski and just jumping off the rocks and you know, seeing what it was all about. And then by that evening, it was pumping. And you know, every top surfer in the world was there, and to be out there, you know, at the peak and you know, trying to dodge big bombs that were coming through, and then pick and choose, you know, the right ones.
How big were the waves, would you say?
I mean, I'd say it was.
He can't say. That's the thing. He can't say.
Like,
3 to 5. He's not allowed to.
They're really big.
No, it was pretty good size. I
We
mean,
actually have some pictures up on our Facebook page of Chuck and his GoPro. Were they from your GoPro?
yeah. I mean,
from
that
the
was
stay.
kind of a cool thing to just do that, because I kind of wanted to see how big it was, and it really didn't show it, but the beatings made it feel even bigger. No, but it was, I'd say, probably a good 40 to maybe a couple 50-foot sets, you know, that came through, and
No big deal.
to watch, you know, the best of the best out there, and we're all, you know, shoulder to shoulder, hanging out and talking story, waiting for sets, and then suddenly Shane Dorian, you know, we're talking about hunting or killing deer, and suddenly he turns around and just gets the, you know, biggest barrel ever, you know, and he comes back out, and then we're chatting about other. I mean, it was just such a cool family thing out there, and you get a couple waves and try to dodge a couple big beatings, and then just the high after getting out of the water, and so I was just so pumped, and ended up getting a bunch of new guns, and I have a whole new outlook on the winter as far as, you know, the stand-up thing has been great, but it's so cool to be, you know, back into, you know, paddling big waves and joining the family of all my good friends out there.
Definitely.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It's great to have all of our ambassadors here.
Yeah, especially this time of year. We know that obviously the calls are coming in, the texts are coming in, letting you know where the surf is happening, or maybe there's some training to be done. But we appreciate you guys joining us for this special night. Thank you.
Yeah.
Pleasure.
Thank
Pleasure.
you. So moving straight from there into these big boards, I'm sure you've seen them behind us, Riviera and Rogue.
They're kind of hard to miss.
Hard to miss.
But these are the big boys. These are the ones that, aside from the surfboards and the skateboards, these are the ones that you've eagerly been awaiting. And we know that you're going to be stoked. We're stoked to give them And in order to help us give them away, actually, you know what? Let's start off with the Rogue board. Rogue is another local San Clemente company based right up the street from us, and they were gracious enough to donate one of their boards here. It's this lovely green model.
It's beautiful.
And Lynette, have you selected the box? Let's go ahead and announce the winner for this guy.
This again.
Yes. Sorry, you're gonna have to turn that one.
Back at it. We hold this.
Yelling it.
All right. So the winner of this beautiful Rogue stand-up is Robert Spader from Nevada.
Not too far, not too far. Maybe we'll see you on the lake up at Tahoe, maybe. Maybe. All right.
Next up, and last but not least, we have our final prize, the 10th prize of the Ocean Minded Holiday Board Bash. We have the Riviera Bright Yellow stand-up paddleboard, and we have some of the guys from here. Actually, Ulysses is going to come up and tell us a little bit about the board that we're giving away from Riviera. You need this.
All right. Oh, so I'm supposed to tell you something about it.
Yeah, tell us about the board. Somebody's going to win this thing.
What we got here is the Riviera 10-6, which is a great board for anywhere from a beginner to expert. It's it's called the Riviera paddleboard. We're a local company based out of San Clemente, family owned. We support the sport 100%. We definitely, behind the sport with Battle of the Paddle and many other riders that we have worldwide. But besides that, we want to say thank you for Ocean Minded for having us here, and we're very happy to give one of the prizes out to a lucky person out there.
Yeah, we're very, very, very grateful and equally excited to let somebody out there know that they won this board. It actually comes, it's a full package, comes with a paddle, and comes with a set of fins. So basically, wherever this is going, you're going to be ready to go day one.
Me.
Yeah, definitely.
We love the rainbows.
All right, so Ulysses, why don't you go ahead.
All right. I want to save the paper.
You are more than welcome.
All right, let's see. Who's the lucky person? All right. It is Trip McLennan from North Carolina.
Yeah. All right. From North Carolina. All right. You are the winner of the Riviera Sup and Paddle. And that's about it. Thank
Wow,
you.
congratulations. Congratulations to Trip. So we've announced all 10 winners of this year's Holiday Board Bash. That's not to say that there's going to be another one next year, just saying this year's Holiday Board Bash. What I'd like to do before we turn the cameras off, I'd like to invite the rest of our marketing team on up here. Mr. Bob Tanner, who is our marketing director.
Glorious. Ugly sweater. I mean, beautiful sweater.
And from what I hear with this, from what I hear with this sweater, the eggnog actually tastes 40% better when wearing it.
80%.
Oh, sorry, 80%. That's correct.
91 is
Yeah, so we obviously these guys have played an integral part in putting this whole thing together, and I think Bob's got a few words to say.
Just a few things. As the director of marketing, I'm very fortunate in that I get to oversee all the brand ambassadors who are here tonight. It's a great fun thing for me to do as part of my job. Very fortunate. I also get to oversee these three individuals. And honestly, guys, I can't say enough about these three people. They make my job and my life a hell of a lot easier. They're incredible, and I just wanted to take the time to say thank you. These guys, all I did was basically show up and stand here with a piece of paper looking kind of important. But these three people put it all together. Randall is the man behind the scenes. We keep strapped to his desk. Anything visuals you see from the brand comes from Randall, including all the assets that were created for this event. And then Trevor and Lynette took care of it from A to Z. So thank you to those guys. Give them a big round. And And once again, we can't say thank you enough to Derek and the crew from Coastal.
Coastal!
They've done a few of these live broadcasts, and we're very fortunate to have them come down and run kind of the behind the scenes. So thank you, and thank you to everybody who came from the community as well, and all the brands who participated. Thank you, guys.
Yeah. I'll reiterate that thank you and say thank you to the Shark brand, donated the watch, Spy Optics on the sunglasses. We've got West Surfing with the wetsuit, Coastal Skateboards again, Infinity Surfboards, T. Patterson Surfboards, Rogue Stand Up, and Riviera Paddle Surf. Again, thank you all so much for being here, and to everybody out there, we want to say an extra special thank you to you as well.
Did you say infinity?
Yeah, I did say infinity.
I
did say infinity.
I just wanted to reiterate exactly what Trevor just said, which is thank you for everybody who tuned in and who participated. And to all of our winners, congratulations. We hope you enjoy your prizes. And we're happy to hook you up with it. And we're happy for our sponsors and everybody else who participated. So thank you.
Awesome. Until the next time we get on a camera, we'll see you all later. Have a great night. Enjoy
Happy
the holidays
holidays.
and be safe.
Exercise.
More beer.
Sing it.
More beer. Yeah, Trevor!
You guys need these cards with people's names.
That was awesome. Next year it'll be like 20 times the size. So all the brands will be like, what did you ask us?